Hey love and friends, how are you all doing? I'm Dr. Upside Down, and welcome to the Upside Realms channel. You wake up, heart racing. The dream felt too real. The faces, the places, the emotions. You swear you've never seen them before. But deep down, it all felt familiar. What if that wasn't your imagination? What if your dream was a glimpse into another life you've lived? A memory from a version of you that exists somewhere else. In another time, another reality, or maybe, in a past you've forgotten. Science calls it random brain activity. But some believe it's more. Reincarnation, parallel worlds, quantum consciousness. Are your dreams trying to tell you something? Or are they trying to remind you of who you really are? Keep watching, because by the end of this video, you may question everything you thought you knew about dreams and about yourself. Every night, when we close our eyes and fall asleep, something strange happens. Our brains light up with activity. We see people we've never met. We visit places we've never been. We feel emotions, love, fear, joy, sadness, as if they're happening right now. But why? Science tells us that dreams are just the brain processing memories, sorting emotions, and cleaning up thoughts. Like a giant mental hard drive, doing a bit of spring cleaning. But if that's all it is, then why do some dreams feel more real than reality itself? Why do some people wake up speaking languages they've never learned? Why do children remember details of lives they've never lived? There are moments when a dream feels so vivid, so intense. You wake up with a strange feeling in your chest, like you left something behind. Or worse, like you brought something back. Dreams usually happen during the REM stage of sleep, rapid eye movement. That's when your brain is almost as active as when you're awake. It creates images, sounds, even entire stories. Sometimes it borrows from your memories. But sometimes, the things you see, don't come from your life at all. You dream of a city you've never visited. You know the streets, the smell of the air, even the way the sunlight hits the windows. You meet people who feel familiar, but you've never seen their faces before. So here's the question no one can truly answer: where does that information come from? Is your brain just being creative? Or is it tuning in to something else? Some philosophers and spiritual traditions believe that dreams are memories. But not from this life. They believe your soul, your consciousness, has lived before. And when you dream, you're slipping through the cracks between realities. You're remembering who you were. Or maybe, who you still are somewhere else. Call it reincarnation. Call it parallel universes. Call it quantum echoes. The idea is simple, but wild: your dreams are windows to other lives. Other timelines. Other versions of you. Some theories in quantum physics suggest that we might be living in a multiverse, infinite versions of reality, all existing at the same time. In one world, you're watching this video. In another, you never found it. In another, you might not even exist. Now imagine, when you dream, your consciousness momentarily slips into one of those alternate versions. That's why it feels real. Because it is. To another version of you. And the memory? It's not made up. It's borrowed. What if your dreams are more than just echoes in your head? What if they're messages? Clues? Warnings? Or, memories? Maybe they're showing you who you used to be. Or who you could still become. And maybe, just maybe, you're not dreaming at all. You're remembering. There's a little boy in India, barely 6 years old. He suddenly starts talking about a life in another city. A wife. Children. A factory. He says he was murdered. The parents think it's just his imagination. But the child insists. He remembers names. Addresses. Details. The parents travel to the city, and every single thing he said was true. They find the man's widow. They find the factory. And the boy leads them there, step by step, without ever having visited. This isn't a story. It's a real documented case. And it's just one of over 2,500 cases studied by Dr. Ian Stevenson, a psychiatrist who spent decades researching children who claimed to remember past lives. Many of these children didn't just talk about their past lives while awake. They saw them in their dreams. They would wake up crying, screaming. Not because of monsters, but because they were reliving moments from lives that no longer belonged to them. Their dreams weren't fantasies. They were memories. So now ask yourself, what if that strange dream you had last week, that unfamiliar place, that unknown face, wasn't made up? What if it was you, from somewhere else? A version of you that once lived. Or maybe still does. While reincarnation leans more spiritual, there's another theory with a scientific edge: parallel universes. Physicists like Hugh Everett proposed the many worlds interpretation, suggesting that every choice you make splits reality. An infinite number of timelines. An infinite number of yous. So when you dream, maybe your mind taps into a version of yourself that made a different choice. In one universe, you're a doctor. In another, you never finished school. In another, you didn't survive. Your dreams could be a window into those alternate paths. Not imagination. Exploration. Mainstream science still sees dreams as internal events. Products of your brain, not the universe. And that's fair. But even science can't fully explain the intensity of certain dreams. Lucid dreams, for example. Where you become aware that you're dreaming. Where you can control the dream. Where you feel everything. Some people even claim to meet versions of themselves in these dreams. Others say they've had entire conversations with loved ones who passed away. The emotions they describe? Too powerful to be fake. So where does imagination end? And something deeper begin? Let's take it one step further. What if dreams are a kind of language? Not just memories. Not just glimpses. But actual messages. Sent from your subconscious. Or from something beyond it. What if your dreams are trying to show you something important? A warning. A lesson. A forgotten truth. Maybe they're nudging you toward a version of yourself you're meant to become. Or reminding you of someone you used to be. So tonight, when you fall asleep, and the world around you fades, pay attention. Watch the faces. Feel the emotions. Remember the places. Because maybe, just maybe, your dreams aren't just stories. They're memories. From a life that's not over yet. Or one that never truly ended. Alright. We've reached the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Now you know a little more about dreams. So go ahead, enjoy them. Explore them. Be curious. Take care of yourselves, and until the next video, I'll see you in the shadows.